In the vast plains of the northwest of Tulsa, Oklahoma, where oil wells now overshadow the once dominant bison, a stain of profound darkness has taken over. This powerful narrative, exposing the stark realities of inhumanity amongst men, is now taking centre stage in cinemas. Today, we're going to be talking about one of the biggest upcoming film releases of the year, Killers of the Flower Moon. The expected masterpiece is directed by Martin Scorsese, known for his gritty and realistic crime films such as Taxi Driver, Goodfellas and Casino. And now we get to bear witness as he puts together an incredible roster in an attempt to adapt this true story into a movie derived from David Grann's best-selling 2017 novel of the same name, and with the backing of Apple Original Films. The movie stars two of Hollywood's greatest stars of all time, who need no introduction, Leonardo DiCaprio and Robert De Niro. The two Oscar winners are joined by a bunch of other well-known names throughout the industry, featuring support roles from Lily Gladstone, Jesse Plemons, Brendan Fraser and John Lithgow. This movie is really shaping up to be one of the most anticipated films of the year, and for good reason. It's a star-studded epic set in a fascinating time period, and it's based on a real-life story that's both shocking and heartbreaking. DiCaprio emphasised the commitment to authenticity, noting, "Being as truthful as possible is the only way to tell these stories." Grann's exhaustive, decade-long research provided the foundation for the film. He pointed out that, "We're talking about scores of murders, and we're talking about a very small population." As Scorsese aptly summed up, "It's not who done it, it's who didn't do it." The film, set to premiere in theatres on October the 20th, unfolds as a sprawling epic spanning over 3.5 hours and filmed on location within the Osage Reservation in Oklahoma. Grann describes the profound darkness he encountered in his research, particularly when money entered the equation. In the 1920s, the Osage land, once considered worthless, became the site of a massive oil discovery, instantly transforming the Osage into some of the world's wealthiest individuals per capita overnight. This newfound prosperity, however, attracted outsiders, predominantly white men, who sought to exploit their oil wealth through marriage. Grann explained, "The only way you could get their money was to marry into their families, and then to slowly target them." The aftermath of this grim narrative lies the Osage Cemetery in Grey Horse, a place where entire families were ruthlessly wiped out through shootings, explosions, drugging or poisoning. The film's narrative begins with the real-life love story of Ernest Burkhart, played by the notorious Leonardo DiCaprio, who married an Osage woman named Molly in 1917, a love story rife with turbulence. After members of the Osage Native American tribe are murdered, the FBI decides to investigate. Scorsese noted, "The heart of the entire situation is love, the trust that goes with love, and then this extraordinary betrayal, and still be loving." DiCaprio added, "We did our absolute best to listen to the Osage community. I don't know if we did a perfect job, who knows? But they embraced us and were so incredibly helpful and so vulnerable." Grann pointed out the significance of having Native Americans telling their own story. The idea that we're standing here and there's going to be a film, and more people are going to learn about the history. To me, that is what is so powerful and remarkable about it, he said. Grann ended his book with a conversation he recalled having with an elderly Osage woman. As she looked out across the plains, she quoted scripture, "The blood cries out from the ground." All these years later, perhaps those cries are finally being heard. The release of any film is a make or break moment, but the stakes are even higher for a film like Killers of the Flower Moon. With so much expectation surrounding the film, it's important to live up to the hype, especially when such talented actors are involved. But based on everything we've seen so far, we're confident that Scorsese and his team have delivered a masterpiece. We're predicting that Killers of the Flower Moon will be a critical and commercial success. It's a film that has something to offer everyone, and it will be one of the most talked about films of the year. It is also a film that has the power to inspire and change lives. It's a film that reminds us of the importance of justice, equality, and the power of the human spirit. Killers of the Flower Moon is a must-see cinematic experience. It's a film that will stay with you long after you've seen it, and it's a film that will leave a lasting impression. So, mark your calendars for October 20th, 2023, and be sure to see Killers of the Flower Moon. You won't be disappointed.
Whose land is this? My land.
Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let us know if you'll be seeing the film in the comments below.